If you find yourself struggling to hold yourself accountable to your fat loss goals, stick with me for the next few minutes and I'm going to walk you through the simple 4-step process that I use with my clients to guarantee their fat loss results every single week. And if you'd also like a free copy of the Metabolic 4 checklist that we use in order to hold ourselves accountable and guarantee those results, drop the word checklist below and I will get that sent over to you as quickly as I can. Now, for those of you who are unsure, my name is 𝙤𝙖𝙩. I'm the founder of Stronger Than Life Coaching, where I help busy entrepreneurs and business owners to burn off anywhere between 10 and 25 pounds of body fat in as little as 12 weeks or less without using gimmicks, fads, starvation diets, without using tons of cardio, and of course, without having to give up all of your favorite foods. Now, what we have to remember as busy entrepreneurs is one of our biggest problems is we try to do the all or nothing approach. Now, that's not to say that occasionally it doesn't work, but in my experience, most of the time, it just becomes the nothing approach rather than the all or nothing approach. So what we need to do is find a way that we can take consistent action that will get us to our results, but that at the same time won't stress us out, overwhelm us, and make it impossible to maintain. Now, the way we do that here is, as I say, using my Metabolic 4 check sheet. Now, what this means is we set up 4 specific targets in 4 particular categories. So we've got metabolic mindset, metabolic meals, metabolic movement, and metabolic melatonin. And what we do is we set up a specific target that's relevant to us and the goal that we want to achieve in each of those categories. Now, we need to have mindset in there because it's our mindset that's going to dictate how consistent we stay with the other things that we're trying to hit in the meals, the movement, and the melatonin. Now, meals, of course, is pretty simple. It's like, well, I need to improve my diet in some way if I want consistent weight loss results. So the way that we do that, rather than try to be perfect for every single meal, initially you might just want to pick one particular thing. So for example, you might say, okay, well, I know I need to increase my protein intake. At the moment, I'm not eating enough high quality protein. So for the next 7 days, I will make sure that my protein is increased and that the protein I'm bringing in is of a higher quality. That way I can guarantee that I get a metabolism increase. I also maintain better satiety and blood sugar levels. And I also maintain muscle mass while I'm trying to lose weight. So those are the advantage or some of the advantages with eating more protein. So you might pick that as your metabolic meals target. Then you might go down to movement and go, okay, well, at the moment, I'm pretty sedentary. Yeah, I'm rushing around the office. But other than that, not really doing much. So in terms of my movement, I don't have access to a gym yet and so on. So what I will do this week is just make sure I'm walking for 30 minutes every single day. So you notice these targets don't have to be huge. They just have to be targets that you know you can sustain. So 30 minutes of walking every single day might be your movement target. And then when it comes to melatonin, or what we also would be known as rest and recovery, is we might go, okay, well, as a busy entrepreneur, I don't get enough sleep. Most of us don't. That's a typical trait of entrepreneurs, unfortunately. But we know that we need it if we're going to recover from the movement that we're doing and, of course, give our body the time that it needs to make use of those raw resources that we're now bringing in through our food. So we might go, okay, well, I don't get enough sleep. So what I'm going to do is try and get my ass to bed 15 minutes earlier. That way I'll get at least 15 minutes extra sleep, which will just help to boost my body's recovery, hopefully improve my energy levels and my body's capacity to rebuild and regenerate. And then, of course, for mindset, it could be something as simple as, well, as a busy entrepreneur, I have a pretty crazy, hectic day. So one of the things you might do in the middle of your day, say at the end of your lunch hour, just before you go back to work, is you might stick in a 5-minute meditation. Because what we often need to do is to kind of decompress from the stress of our day and help get control of ourselves and stabilize our mindset and our emotions and so on, so that we don't go into the afternoon stressed out, wired and tired and so on. So we just kind of take that moment to reset ourselves, which then produces an environment within ourselves that's less likely to crave the junk and make us turn to those treats, sweets, and snacks in the afternoon that we tend to. So in order to avoid that, we might have 5 minutes of meditation. So for example, those could be your 4 targets: 5 minutes of meditation at lunchtime, 30 minutes of walking each day for your movement, just increasing protein in your meals, and then finally getting to bed 15 minutes earlier. Now, these might not suit you at all, in which case you would customize it to make it work for you. And I explain that in the training video that you get with the checklist if you want it. But the key is making sure that whatever it is you pick, it's specific to the outcomes that you want. I want to build muscle. Cool. Make sure your targets are specific. I want to burn body fat. Perfect. Make sure those targets, then these actions that you're going to take, are specific to the outcome that you want. And as I mentioned, guys, if you'd like a free copy of my printable check sheet, just drop the comment checklist below and I will get that sent over to you with the training video that shows you exactly how to set it up specific to your targets. And I look forward to chatting with you all in my next video. Thanks for watching, people, and I shall talk to you soon.